So guys, today I'm going to show you how you can sell your Shopify store, agency, or software, whatever digital business that you run. You can sell it, right? So you might be making now 5, 10, 20, 50, 100K a month. Now, don't get me wrong, this is good money, but it's not going to get you to a 8, 9-figure valuation or exit, whatever it may be. The chances are you're not going to get to this point. You're going to most likely get distracted by shiny object syndrome or just get tired of the brand, business, whatever that you run, and it's going to die out. You're going to make money, but eventually you're going to lose it all. You don't want this to happen, but you do have the opportunity. Opportunity is actually selling your store, selling your business to a group of people, a buyer who can actually go ahead, make this a 9, 8-figure business, make it work, make their money there, and make it last a long time. This isn't a one-time thing. You can go ahead, rinse and repeat, do it multiple times a year. I know personally people who do it every single month. They build a brand, a business, they make good money with it to show a track record. They don't sell pre-made stores or businesses without any making money with it because buyers are not going to pay for it. You can make everything these days with ChatGPT, AI, whatever it may be. They actually create those brands, they create those businesses, they run it up to those amounts for a few months. They make the profits there, of course, but then they exit it, they sell it to those people, and they double your profit. So instead of yourself making 10, 20K profits a month, if you sell it for double what you made, those 10, 20K months, they become 40, 60. So you actually double your profits in the same year. Almost any good store can sell, but this would be your ideal situation. It needs to be 3 months and older. The older doesn't necessarily mean better. I would say the sweet spot is anywhere between 3 to 24 months. You want to have lean margins, which is always good. And you're going to want to leave some room for growth. So let's say you only run 1 to 5 SKUs, or you advertise only on Meta or only on Google. You want to leave room for growth. SEO if you haven't done it yet, other advertising channels, other SKUs, other markets. Let's say you only sell in the US or international market. What about selling it also in European stores and so on? Another thing you should have is contractors and VAs. You want to have them for the time-consuming task, whether it's order fulfillments, customer support, ads, and so on. Now, most likely, those people, they do have experience. Anyone is going to buy your store. They know a thing or two. But in some cases, they don't know anything about dropshipping. They don't know anything about e-commerce. So you're going to want to have them buy the business where you already have contractors in place, also media buyers, and everything just set to run for them. And the last thing, it should make at least 30K net profit in the last 12 months. Otherwise, it's not very intriguing. To sum it up, this is your ideal case. Now, actually, how you go ahead and start preparing your store for sale. You're going to want to have a profit and loss statement done. It should include all of your sales, all of your expenses, all of your VAs, all of your software, everything that you pay directly for the store to run to make your money, and then all of your sales from every channel. The second thing you need to do is build SOPs and strategies. Going back to the contractors, you should have SOPs for the business to run. Say how you make ads, how you create new product pages, how you manage orders, how you fulfill everything, and then build an executive summary just to sum up what the business does, what do you sell, what's your backend operations like, and so on. And then decide how much you want to sell it for, or use our valuation at sellwasabi.com. And the last thing you need to do is build a data room. Now, a data room is super important because anyone can make any numbers they want, or on their P&L, they can fake Shopify orders. And the point of having a data room is to back up your entire P&L with all of your income, all of your expenses, and so on, for the buyers to actually go ahead and see that the money came into your account and it went out of your account for cost of goods, ads, VAs, and so on. From here, now you get to listing your store. You can list on Facebook groups, marketplaces like flippa.com, acquire.com, and talk with some of your connections. And you can avoid 90% of it by using Wasabi, which is a brokerage. I run Wasabi. There's 0 fees up front. We take care of the whole process for you. We discuss back and forth with buyers. We negotiate your sale price. And overall, you're going to have a smoother sale. Going back to listing, after you listed your store, you should start having some discussions with buyers. You're going to have people with no profile picture, with nothing on their profiles. You don't know them. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to ask to see your store. Most of them are just window shoppers, and that's why you don't want to share too much information. You can filter out those buyers by asking for proof of funds, get on calls with them, and make sure it's frequent as well. Once you spoke with a buyer enough times, they should submit what's called an LOI. An LOI is a letter of intent. They're gonna say how much they're looking to pay for the business, what's their timeline, if there's any seller finance involved, and their due diligence process. You can choose to accept it, negotiate it or completely decline it. Let's say you accepted it or negotiated it to whatever you wanted it to be. The buyer is going to proceed with what's called due diligence. The due diligence, they're going to get access to the data room, they're going to get access to the Shopify backend, they're going to speak with the supplier, they're going to verify everything, as I said before, with what you claim the business to be. If everything checks out there, the buyer with the money and yourself, you're going to make between you two an asset purchase agreement, which is called an APA. This is basically listing all of the assets that are in the sale. So Shopify store, Facebook ad account, Google ad account, inventory if it's existing, contracts, pixels, and everything that's linked directly to the store. From there, you're going to make a smooth transaction on askro.com. You're going to upload everything there. It's going to act as a third party to hold the buyer's funds. And then finally release it to you. You're going to have your money there directly to your bank account. And the buyer is going to have the Shopify store and the business in their own hands. After everything is completed, the story is not done there. You don't want to leave the buyers wondering with questions how you run stuff, because they will have questions and they will need some of your help. So typically you would want to stay on for a period of 30 to 90 days. I suggest setting up a WhatsApp group chat with everyone that's working in the business for them to just directly ask questions, consult with you, whatever it may be, so they can run the business successfully. If you want to avoid most of the stuff, they're not going to be completely avoided, but 90% of your headache is going to be eliminated. You can simply use us, Wasabi. I will leave a link to book a call with me below. You can also text me on Instagram and we can start listing up your store and hopefully sell it within the next 30 days.